Matanda Masaka, Hangi Banika, and to Samba. This was a very enriching teaching. Matanda Masaka again for your time, for all that you do to bring what the Mwanda Velala gives to share with us, especially here in the diaspora. We really appreciate this because if it were not for the Mwanda Velala having mercy on us and doing this, we would not know these things. We would not hear these things. As you said, there's no book that I can go and pick up and read these things in. I've never heard these things. So, Matano Masaka and all Kembo to Tatanzambi. So, family, right now we're just going to move on to our questions and answer time. And so, if anyone has a comment or a question or something they want to add or share that's relative to this teaching, we ask that you just raise your hand and time will be given. We just ask that you try to keep your comment to about 3 minutes so everyone will get a chance, have an opportunity to share. And with that, if anyone has a comment, please just go ahead and raise your hand and time will be given. Ngeta. We'll start with Brother Nimi. Time is given to you.
Matondo Mama Matuzola. First and foremost, I just want to give thanks to Brother Benika and for Mama Matuzola being our host. Brother Tusamba, if you're out there, Matondo, Masaka. Also, I want to give thanks to Nzami Mpungu. I think this message was extremely needed on my part. I know that I'm struggling with still telling false testimony. And this is something that convicted me deep within my heart, and that Mwanda is definitely convicting me. I know that we all have to continue to strive to walk more upright, and I just want to say thank you so much for delivering this message. And Kembo to Tata and Zambia Mpungu and family, thanks for everyone for being here. It's good to see your faces and
Ingeta. Is there anyone else? Elder Mugabe, time is given to you.
Family, good to see you all. Thank you very much, Asante Sana, Brother Benika and Brother Chisamba. I enjoyed a lot. I ate a lot also. Real quick, I just want to emphasize some 2 points that the Wanda showed me to emphasize on. The first one was point number 20 in your notes. And it said, man was created holy and righteous. The emphasis for that is, first of all, we know from Genesis chapter 1 that we were created in the Most High's image and likeness. Therefore, just like when you look at the mirror, you see a reflection of your image. We are the reflection of Tatanzambi. And we know Tatanzambi is holy. And we know Tatanzambi is righteous. And that is who we are, because we are his image. In terms of his likeness, we're talking about the nature of Tatanzambi. And just like we've read in previous sessions in the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 55, when James and John wanted to pray for fire to come from heaven and come upon the Samaritans who did not prepare for Isaiah, Isaiah told them, no, don't do that. You do not know what spirit you are of. We do not have an evil spirit. That is not our nature. When we act in an evil manner, we are being hypocrites. We are acting contrary to who we are. Okay. Also in the book of Daniel, there is a description of the Ancient of Days, Zambia Mpungu Tulendo. And this is for, the Bantu, the so-called Black people, as we call them. In that description, in Daniel 7, verse 9, you see that the Ancient of Days has hair that looks like pure wool. This is one way we know that we were created in his image and likeness, right? And we're supposed to be leaders, not just because we're sons, but because he has made some oaths with our forefathers. Second point I want to make, I was very touched when Brother Benika mentioned that those of us in the continent, which the Tanzambi calls the glory of all lands, that some of us back in Africa are stealing from our brothers and sisters when they're returning back to the continent. Mine is a word of caution to emphasize what Brother Benika said, that you advise, you stop. You have people who are doing that, tell them to stop. My advice also to those coming from outside the glory of all lands is whatever deals you're going to do back in Africa, the glory of all lands, be patient and find at least 2 God-fearing elders and have them witness your transactions. Find a local person that you know and trust and have them connect you with at least 2 God-fearing elders and let them be witness to your transactions. The reason I say that is because, just from my own experience growing up in Africa, these elders, God-fearing elders, some of them know about things that you will have no idea about. Some transactions, some properties are under oaths, and you don't want to be swindled. These elders also know about the community. Somebody was to steal from you, they can quickly investigate for you and bring people to justice. They're like your insurance policy, So work with the God-fearing elders, just to save you the headaches. That's it. Get that.
Get them. Don't
Inge.
Ingeta.
Masaka for that, Elder Matavi. That's wisdom, and we appreciate that wisdom. I know I do. Elder Kennedy, time is given to you. Ngeta.
Thanks. Thank you for this great presentation. Everything Bantu is trickling to one thing. Whether it's diaspora, whether it's in Africa, all over, it's trickling to the word truth. Because truth is the first casualty of lies, of deception. So, to me, I'm very glad that we have what you call the anchor, the reference point of all the information that's about the Most High. The Tokoist, you have been like our anchor, where you have become our reference point. It's where we know this is lost, this is not lost. So the truth is what we should go for. And the truth is a product of holiness. You can never be true unless you are holy. You can never be stand for what is right unless you are also righteous. So the Bantu message is not about sermons, it's not about lectures, it's not about it's not like a classroom like teaching. Bantu is a call to righteousness, a call to the truth. Because the more you know the Bantu, the more you realize there are lots and lots of lies that we have inherited. So to me, I'm happy that this session has grown big, and we want it to be even bigger, so that we can spread this truth that is referenced to the right person that the world is praying for. Thank you.
Yeta. Matondo, Elder Kennedy Matondo, for that. Royal daughter, time is given to you.
Just a quick comment. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm using my headphones. You know, we were made in his image and likeness, and man, Muntu fell. So we are totally pregnant with potential. We should be so busy trying to get back where we should be, walking in his image and likeness, that there's no, when we try to get back, as we journey to get back, it means that there's no cap on our growth and maturity, so, and we should be so focused on trying to get back where we came from that we would be too busy to pay attention to the distractions, because that's where we get caught up in the distractions. But we need to focus, because Isaiah did it, and that means that we can do it too. So we should be busy just focusing and trying to get back to where we're supposed to be. Ingeta.
Ingeta.
Matondo Masaka. Elder Kennedy, your hand is still up.
Yeah, I wanted to add, thanks. I wanted to add that we are in the back to Revelation, to Deuteronomy 28. But this time it's not about Bantu, it's about the gender world. Righteousness, when it is like a law. A law means that if you don't do it, these are the consequences. If you do it, these are the consequences. So as we speak, the law has been decreed to the whole nations. And you can see there are so many dry rivers. There is drought spreading across all over. It's because the decree has been issued that whoever disobeys the law of the Most High will suffer. The nation that opposes the commands or the decree of the Most High will suffer. We are no longer in the state where we are begging you to obey. No. You either obey or you disobey, you get cast. And the emblem of the Bantu is the house of truth. That's the identity of the Bantu. It's called the house of truth. It's not a house of miracles now. It's the house of truth. There's a difference between miracle and truth. Thank you.
Ingeta.
Is there anyone else that have a question or a comment before we close?
Mama Matuzola, I think Brother Amakuri has his hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies, Makudi. I didn't even see it.
Thank you, family. I just wanted to have a comment on the, the overall, some of the points that I experienced over the presentation. And I read the title, it said, "What is prophesied is about to come?" I really do believe that our actions are actually being shaped by the frequency of the progression of our said awakening, right? And I say that to say, but you all know that I have I started to make investments and stuff like that. So similar to what Elder Motawi said there. Instead, these things, they just came, you know. Within the last month, I just scored 2 more plots of land within 2 weeks. So it's not just I'm not looking for this. You understand what I'm saying? It's coming my direction because that is the way that we are going. Like we are putting us, it's kind of like if we are not going the way of righteousness, or at least trying, like Brother Nimi said, how can those things manifest, really? How can we even be in a situation that look remotely close to that, right? So that goes back to when Benika said, don't be the devil's warehouse. I believe that's what it said, yeah. Don't be the, you cannot observe that part of the awakening if you continue to be outside, right? Benika also said that we have to observe that frequency before we ascend, right? So I'm connecting the dots here. I really relate to this teaching quite a bit. It's a very beautiful teaching. I must get the PDF for this and go through it again. Let us connect beyond ourselves, our situation. Let us be inside and not outside. Ingeta.
Ingeta.
Matona Masaka, Amakudi for that. Okay, family time is running. So is there anyone else that have a comment or a question that you want to share before we move on to turn it over to Benita for final comments or final words? Okay, so if there aren't any more, Benita, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Matana Masaka.
Ingeta. Luvuvamo.
Yala.
Matondo Masaka, dear family, thank you very much for your patience once again. Matondo Masaka, Mama Matusola, for hosting our conversation for today. Yamakudi, I see your hand. Is it the old one or you still have something? Oh, okay. Matondo Masaka. Yes, dear family, thank you very much once again for your attention. Our work is done. Our work is done. So here is the message. That was the message we would like to share with you today. Sometimes we want to give you what's come from us, but yes, obedience is better. And before I finish, and Zambia is great thing for us. Zambia is. When the one is speaking that, sometimes even I can't believe him. I'm like, oh goodness. But I believe because it's coming from a person I know,
that in his normal state cannot tell me this word. You know, that's how I believe. I'm looking to a sister or a brother, you know, possessed by the demon of Allah, delivering heavy messages. Like, is this true? Do I really have to believe that? And I looked at the person, I'm like, no, but I have to believe because this person in his or her normal state is not able to give me all those wisdom. That's why I believe. I trust. And I know that you also believe. That is great. Zambi doesn't lie. And he shall do great things. The man that said, here in this earth that we are living, here in this earth. Because sometimes I wonder, what do you mean? Are we like living, like, are we really enjoying like here? And sometimes we just laugh. So if we suffered here, if we are suffering here, so this land also, this earth that is causing us to suffer, must also bring us the joy. This is fair. That's why, you know, once again, from what Papa said, be resilient. Be resilient. Family, the way we chose is not easy way. No, it's not. Come here, miracle. No, he's not that way. He's not. He's not. It's tough. It's tough. We must be resilient, Papa said. Why? Because in us, in you, there is a promise. In you, there is a promise. Third, whoever does not want to suffer, forget the promise of Nzambe. All our ancestors suffered, starting from Abraham to those, you know, to the latest one. We'll say this way. All of them suffered. All. Abraham, if you read the scripture, suffered a lot. Jacob suffered a lot. Isaac suffered a lot. But Joko said, all those who are not willing to suffer, to struggle in life, they better forget the promise of Nzambe. The promise will never come easily. Never. You know, one day we were so broke, we can't even describe, in South Africa. And in our student accommodation, we were wishing, there was this brother, he was wishing that he could pick $5,000. He said, oh man, I wish I can go outside and find a bag full of money. And that guy, he was a vati. He was a vati, eh? You know, what he said. I wish I can find a bag. Because he finished university, but he was owing the university. And we were broke. No money, no food, nothing. We even didn't go to the prayer meeting. We said, we won't go if the stomach is empty. How come we shall go to this prayer meeting? No prayer meeting. We stay home. And we were busy wishing, especially him, because he was owing university. And out of nowhere, later on at midnight, after we prayed, you know, at home, the man that took over his body, the great Prince Michael, he said, I was listening what you were speaking. This body was saying he's wishing, you know, and I heard your conversation. And he said, let me tell you the truth. No money will come from heaven. You can wish as much as you want. Nothing will come from heaven. No money will come from the moon. Nothing will come. You can wish as much as you can. You will get nothing. You will have to work. You have to work hard. You have to find a way to get what you want. As long as you keep the light on. And Nzambe is the light. They say if you got into a room, the room is dark, right? The light is off, and you're trying to find something inside the room. If you try to find the thing with the light off, it will take you a lot of time, right? But the moment you enter in the room, you switch on the light, you will find it easily. This is what he said. So, Toko said, whoever is not willing to suffer, forget the promise of Nzambe. But he who are willing to suffer, who are willing to live a life, and be willing to accept whatever struggle comes. And believe that we shall get it no matter comes ahead. Those is the ones will use. Those are the ones unto whom the promise of Nzambe shall manifest. Fifth, that is for young people. Young people, be intelligent, because we are the future of this continent. Yamakudi, be intelligent. Yanime, be intelligent. Yak Naibu, be intelligent. Sister Sam, be intelligent. Abel Sipana, be intelligent. And all the elders continue to be wise as you are, to support the young ones. You are like Moses, and the young ones, they are like Joshua. Let us walk together. 6, the blessing of Nzambe is amongst you. And 7, there will be a moment where all of you will be laughing at all times. You're broke now. You're going through whatever you're going through. But there will be a moment where we will be laughing. And to be honest, sometimes when those words comes, I'm like, I see the present, I'm like, well, but it's tough now. But that's our problem. We as human beings, we are stuck in the present. But Nzambe is beyond. That's why he said, my thought is not your thought. My thought is higher, and yours is from below. So just believe me and trust the way, trust the process. Maton Masaka, dear family, we pray that you embrace those words. May Nzambe Mpongo bless you increasingly. Mama Tola, those are our words, and may please find somebody to thanks the prayer session of today. Our class for today, so that we can pray and close. Brother Bill,
Okay.
nice to see you.
Mama Shelley, can you give thanks for the service? And after that, Elder Kennedy, can you close us out in prayer?
Yes. Hey, everybody. Matondo for this wonderful session. Monakumbase. Yemwana. Yemwana velela.
And get up.
Let me pray. Oh,
We'll also pray after you, Elder Kennedy. You can pray. We'll pray after you.
okay. Dr. Nzambe and Mpongo Tulendo, we thank you for this great session that has brought together. You say, how beautiful is it for two brothers to be together, that the oil flows to the oil flows to each other. For Dr. Nzambe, we are flowing with the oil that you have given to your brother Benika. We are flowing with the oil that you have given to our brother Tusamba. We are flowing with the oil that each of one has shared with us. And we are shining in your eyes. We are shining in your presence. As we move here, let the same oil that we have gotten flow to our brothers and sisters. Let the oil that we have flow even to the Gentiles, so that they may come and say, oh, let's come and be with you, for you are the one who knows how to worship the Most High. As we leave this place, may your favor, may your wonder, may your kemba be with us into our houses, be with us into our health, be with us into our knowledge, so that we get greater and becomes bigger in knowledge and wisdom, and be favorable to in your eyes and to the human beings. We pray this, believe in the mighty name of Sarah Congo Ingeta.
Ingeta.
Zambia,
And
we commit your children unto you. We surrender your people unto your hand, Zambia. Our sisters, they cried, they suffered, and we still do. And we still do. Nzambi Mpongo, stay with your children. Strengthen your children. Help your people, oh Nzambi. Your people, many of us, is born crying and die crying. Many of us, we do not know what is happiness. We do not know what is joy. We do not know what is a true blessing, a life full of blessing. We do not know. We have never experienced that in its full potential. Please, Nzambi, fulfill your promise. Our sisters, they waited patiently, and many of them are gone. They've never experienced a true life full of blessing, the true potential of your blessing. They die. And us, will you allow us also to leave this earth without experiencing the goodness of the Elimo? Fulfill your word. Strengthen us so that we may continue holy, continue following and obeying your commandment, so we may be called a peculiar people, special treasure from above. Strengthen your children. Give courage. May you wonderfully use one another. Use each one of us, Nzambi. May you wonderfully equip each one of us. May you bless us. May you bless us increasingly. If the wicked one prosper, if those who are doing evil are prospering, even on top of the evil, how about those who are righteous? How about those who decided to embrace righteous? How about those who decided to follow you? Though we are sinners, though we are weak, though our flesh is weak, but your Holy Spirit is stronger. Let not the wicked one prosper more than your children. Enough of the righteous one be an employer of a wicked employer. Enough of working for evil boss. Enough of working for evil companies. Enough. Enough, Nzambi. It is time now for us to rise. It is time now for us to be the head and not the tail. Bless us all, Nzambi. Stay with us. Strengthen us. We are weak. Our human nature is weak. But let your Manavilla always strengthen us. Let your Manavilla be our fuel, so that we may continue to move on, not backward but forward. Stay with us and bless us all increasingly. Tukawao ya kwelimbo. Sadiet kokuzulu. Yambola zinatiakse sangwa. Ekintino kiako kisa. Oluzulu luwako lavanga mavasine kokuzulu. Utuvana dia kwetu kelumbo. Utulolo kama sumometo. Indolo katro lo kangata tzeto. Utufidi ko kumina mpoku mani. Watu fuluza monambe. Kadikia kuya kintino. Yengolo. Yonkem. Amuyam. Geta.
Ingeta.
Twadi mnantiba mieto.
Twadi. Baba Kiambote.
Baba Kiambote family.
Kiambote.
Albert family. May God Nzambi bless you.
And Nzambi Mpongo bless you, Brother Abel.
Ngeta.
Basajulu mwezela bange kota
Anga tukisole tuzelese omishima.
Ange tuzelese omishima. Ange tuzelese omishima.
Ala jano wayo lungu ya Jesu ya nzumbi mundu kitena kuimona.
Mundu kitena kuimona. Mundu kitena kuimona.
Bange ngongo ya tema tusoma baba nzumbi kulengele mu matuta.
Bange kulengele mu matuta.